Maayong hapon sa inyo tanan. Thank you very much for inviting me to be part of this Davao Agri Trade Expo. This Expo really lives up to its reputation as the Mindanao's biggest Agri Expo. So congratulations to the organizers and participants. I would also like to commend the Davao Chamber of Commerce and Mayor Sara for staging this kind of event every year that provides a very good exposure and venue for the agriculture industry players to learn about new ideas, best practices, and upcoming trends. Of course, the agriculture sector remains my priority in my second term as a senator and as chairperson of the Senate Committee on Agriculture and Food. It is also one of the priorities of the present administration. I firmly believe that the agriculture sector should always be a priority. As I always point out, the Philippines is an agricultural country and it's in the best interest of Filipinos and Philippines to do so. 2/3 of the Philippines population is directly or indirectly involved in agriculture. And of course, like in any country with a fast-growing population, food security is of paramount importance to us. We cannot ensure a food-secure future for Filipinos without growing and developing our agriculture sector. Alam nyo, may prediction po ang United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization that in 2050, our population will grow, world population will grow from 7 billion to 9 billion. And we have to increase our food production by 70% to feed the world. And they don't think we can do it. So there will be a food shortage. So dapat po, kahit mangyari sa ibang bansa yun, tayo sa Pilipinas, dapat wala tayong food shortage. As chairperson of the Senate Committee on Agriculture and Food for 2 terms now, I will continue to do my part in ensuring the further growth and development of the agriculture sector. So I think you are more of coconut farmers than rice farmers. Kaya very important po itong bill na to. Initially, this is the disposition of the Coco Levy Fund. We have agreed that we will give 5 billion a year out of the fund to help the coconut farmers in terms of improvements of their farms, shared facilities program, their free education for their children, and then health assistance to their families, and then assistance to their cooperatives. And at the same time, we hope to strengthen the Philippine Coconut Authority so they can do planting, replanting, intercropping with cacao and coffee, and processing so that we can produce from coconut, coco sugar, and coco water. Alam ba ninyo, ang pinakasikat na produkto sa abroad ngayon are coco sugar and coco water. 45% of our farmers are in rice and 45% are in coconut. If we are able to improve the lives of the coconut farmers and the rice farmers, then we have improved the lives of the farmers in the Philippines. Yung iba pong crops, etc., etc., etc. It's really our coconut farmers and our rice farmers who are really the big chunk of farmers in the Philippines. Kaya makakaasa po kayo na gagawin ko po ang lahat para makapagbigay ng tulong sa ating rice farmers and coconut farmers. How can we improve them? Coconut farmers, for example, are now aware that by merely intercropping coconut with other crops such as coffee and cacao, they could earn more than additional 10,000 pesos a month. Moreover, if they plant using the new variety of coconut seedlings, their nut harvest can triple from 40 nuts per tree a year to 150 nuts a year per tree. So that will triple their income from coconut in addition to their intercropping income. They can also increase their income by not selling their coconut as raw, but processing them into cocoa sugar and cocoa water. At alam nyo, ang coconut po is the tree of life. Even the waste coconut has, magagamit nyo by using the decorticating machine. And of course, we will also look at the Philippine Fiber Industry Development Programs that seeks to spur the revival and development, production, processing, marketing, and distribution of Philippine local fibers such as cotton, pinya, rami, silk, bagay, and pati yung abaca, among others, in suitable areas of the country in order to provide income to people living in rural areas and spur economic growth. We will also mandate the establishment of instructional gardens in all the elementary and secondary school, public or private, making it a requirement for the creation and issuance of permit for schools and for other purposes. This bill aims to institutionalize gulayan sa paaralan. Para nang sa ganon, lahat tayo ay maraming gulay at ang ating mga anak ay matututong kumain ng gulay para ma-prevent ang malnutrition for our children. And the last one would be yung ating pong i-amend natin yung Organic Agriculture Act na papalitan natin yung kanilang paghingi ng certification as organic from the third-party certification to a participatory guarantee system na mas mura po. Kasi yung per third-party certification, you spend around 100,000 a year. But the participatory guarantee system, you will only spend 600 to 2,000 pesos a year. So we will amend that para maraming maghanap buhay sa organ. So we still have a lot of work to do in the agriculture sector, but with our combined efforts, we can achieve our collective goals for the agriculture sector. Sabi po ni Valdur, may future ba daw ang agriculture? It will have a future if the private sector and the government will work together to improve our agriculture in the Philippines. With that, maraming salamat.